Hi, I'm Craig from the Dynamics team, and I'm going to show you a couple of different touch-based demos that we've got using Dynamics software on Windows 7. So if we want to take a look at the screen here I have a standard HP touch-based notebook, and I'm running on here Windows 7, and you can see I have touch-based support, so I can easily scroll around in my browser. I can do things like gesture up here to go back or go forward. Oh, it's a relatively a straightforward to use sort of experience. What we've done in the Dynamics team is build on that capability of touch in Windows 7 and bring it to business applications. So I'm going to go down here and open up one of my applications. Here I'm using a future version of Microsoft Dynamics AX, and the scenario we're looking at is a shop floor worker. So if you think about what happens on a shop floor, you have a whole bunch of machines sitting around, and you have people operating those machines, and traditionally they don't use any kind of computers. They just operate their machine, and that's what they do. There's some paper-based processes to forms to fill out, and they probably have some sort of machine to clock in and out so that their time is tracked. In this environment, we give them a touch-based terminal on the shop floor, and when they're ready to get their next job, they just come up and log in just by using the touch screen, and they're put into a very simple, straightforward environment that shows them their status, when they clocked in, how much time they've worked, all the different jobs that are listed on the shop floor that need to be done, and then some simple instructions down the bottom here. They could, record a break they were taking, clock out, etc. Or in this case, I'm going to select a particular job, and I'm going to say Start Job. Once I do that, it tells me it's counted that. It automatically locks me out of that terminal, and I go across to my machine and I actually go ahead and do that job. Once I finish my job, I would come back to the terminal, I would log in again, and I would just be able to select that job, put in the status of where it was at, and be able to sign that off and collect the next one. So that's kind of the experience for a shop floor worker. It's very easy. It needs to be simple because they just want to operate their machine. The next thing I want to show you is an experience for someone who would be going out in the field, a field service technician. So you can imagine a field service technician probably doesn't have a traditional computing device. They might have something like a tablet like this that they would take out with them. And what a field service technician cares about is being able to follow the process that they need to, record the information that they need to take back into the office, and actually repair something while they're out working. So let's look at what that might look like. I'm going to sign in here. And with my experience on the field service front, I have a number of different items that come up here. So I can see that I'm being sent to a particular location, and that there's a motor out there that's making a grinding noise that I need to look at. I'm able to see the service history of everyone who's been out and serviced that motor before, and I can also see here a picture of it. So this is my service details step. Once I get on site, I go to the next step in the process called Diagnose, and here it gives me some more information. I have in here a more detailed 3D picture of the motor, and I can actually spin this around and take a look at it. I have my schematic still, but importantly I have a list of the diagnostic tasks that I should go through. And as I work through each task, I just check it off, and it's recording this into the system so it can get uploaded and tracked in the service module when I get back to the office. So once I finish my diagnostics, I can move along to the next step, and that's the repair step. And again, I have the same information available in terms of schematics. I actually have an exploded picture here, and I can go ahead and say what I did to repair this engine. So I'm going to replace the bearing, replace the seal, and I'm going to clean the exterior. Once I've completed my my repair tasks, again I go to the final step, the closeout, and at this point I would be doing some things like signing that job off and getting any notes that might happen. So let's go ahead and sign it off. So I signature that the work was done, and if I had notes to capture in here, I could go ahead and do that. I can print out my service ticket for the customer, and I can close that task off with the final steps. So what we've taken a look at there is just some of the ways the Dynamics team is going to be leveraging touch. The first thing we looked at with shop floor was on the next version of Dynamics AX. This one is more of a conceptual demo, the field service based demo, but that's something that we'll be looking at in future versions of the products. Thank you.